Everybody, welcome to Coco. I am Jen. Thank you for joining me for today's Strong and Steady class. We're seated on our chairs on our sit bones. We're seated nice and tall into our neutral spine. Let's go ahead and inhale in through our chest. Nice long breath. Feel your rib cage expand. Exhaling out your mouth. Feel your belly sink towards your spine like the flattening of an air mattress. That's the breath work we want to use today. Extend your arms out from your sides, relax through your neck and tops of shoulders, and begin with your small circles. Keep your torso nice and still as you inhale, long and slow, and exhale, long and slow. Good. Okay, go ahead and change directions of your circles, relaxing once again through your shoulders. Your arms are heavy weights for your shoulder blades. Good. Bring your arms to a stop. Let's go ahead and do some big circles. Nicely done. Releasing through your chest. All right. Slow that arm down. Switch to the other backstroke. Good. Hopefully you're feeling your chest open up right there at the crease. Good. Bring your arms to your sides. Now gaze down at your heels. Make sure your feet are comfortably distanced apart. You can have your elbows to your ribs. Exhale as you press through your heels and come to standing. Okay, now hands on hips, elbows pointed back, belly button in. We're going to start with our hinges. So inhale as you descend. Exhale as you press your heels to the ground to rise. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. Maintaining your neutral spine. Feeling that action of your elbows going back, helping to activate through your lats and through your rear delts, through your trapezoids. One more. Nicely done. Now we're ready for our body weight squats. We can extend those arms, bend at the elbow, whichever you like, but keeping our shoulders relaxed, your shoulder blades in place. Inhale and exhale. Heels are down on the ground. Neutral spine. The depth of your squat is dictated by your neutral spine, the activation in your inner thighs. All right, nicely done. Okay, so I have some heavier and some lighter dumbbells with me today. We're gonna start off, as we always do, focus on safely strength training today, okay? So I'm gonna grab a pair of dumbbells and I'm gonna hold on to them in a suitcase carry with my palms at my sides, my shoulders are back. We're gonna do some weighted squats, okay? So stand in your neutral, find your center of gravity. Perhaps you can feel the balls of your feet sinking toward the ground, but we are gonna do squats. So as we go down, we wanna make sure to think about our heels sinking into the ground, okay? We're gonna start with 10, all right? Inhale through the nose into your chest. Exhale out the mouth through the low belly. Inhale and sink. Press to the heels, exhale. Inhale, sink. 2, 3, good. 4. Now use those rear delts, squeeze through the armpits. You don't want your shoulders to tip your body forward. Sinking from the tailbone. 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay. Now we're going to do 360 bicep curls. So these are palms up. We're going to start with this nice neutral with elbows in as we curl Externally rotate out and curl. Externally rotate, draw those circles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't let your rib cage flare. 8, 9, and 10. Now we have over-overs. So you can reach over and set your dumbbells down. Over-overs, we're going to use our obliques, our neutral spine, and lift our legs up high, reaching over across toward our hip and back over and setting it on the ground. So here, over and over. That's 1. Over and over. Use the glutes and obliques. 5, you got it. Exhale. 8, 9, and 10. Nicely done. Okay, now I want you to reach for a heavy dumbbell or a mid-range dumbbell. We're going to do halos. So we're working on shoulder articulation. So we're grasping the dumbbell by the ears and it's up near our neck. And we're wrapping the dumbbell around our neck like a scarf. Okay, ready? Wrapping it around. 1, 2, 3, ear, back of head, ear, and return. Now 5, change directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay. Now we started with 10s. Now we're on 8s. Okay. Reach for your heavier weight dumbbells again. All right. Think about what we want to be doing here for our dumbbell squats. Shoulder blades are retracted just a little bit. Tension in your lats, belly button in. If you have your weight in your balls to your feet, transition them to your heels. All right. Inhale, sink. Exhale, press through the heels to rise. Good. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. 360 curls. Curl, externally rotate. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, now for those of you at home, let's give ourselves a little bit more tangible on our over-overs. Our goal is to be able to lift our leg up over an obstacle, to sit in a chair. Here at Coco, we have these seats attached to the smart trainers that we have to lift our leg over and over to be able to straddle. All right. So we need to be able to do that. So I placed the recycle bin here out in front of me. Go find something to give you a point, a marker, a baseline. Okay. Over-overs. We have 8. Ready? 1, 2, and 2. So this is coming from your glutes, coming from your obliques. 4, 5, nice and tall. 6, 7, and 8. Nicely done. I'm going to move that out of the way. And we're back to our halos. Elbows in. Now we're wrapping it around our neck like a scarf. We're not moving it with 2 hands. We're lifting our elbows up and over. You ready? Over, wrapping it around. See how my elbows are lifting and wrapping. 2, 3, and 4. Change directions. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. All right. Last round of sixes. Okay. After this round, we'll get a break. Ready? Inhale, exhale, build up that adrenaline. Inhale, sink. Press through the heels to rise. Inhale and exhale. 3. Notice my pause with my heels down at the bottom. 5. Good. That was 6. I almost took you to 8. I almost forgot my own words. Ready? 360 curls. Curl, externally rotate. Use that exhale to zip the rib cage so you don't flare the back as you externally rotate. And 6. Good. Okay, back to your obstacle. Give yourself a bench line. Ready? Over and over. 1. Over and over. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. Lifting it up and over replace. That's 6. Okay. Nicely done. All right. Halos. All right. Grab that dumbbell, elbows in. It's right at your neck. All right. Let's put on that scarf. 1, 2, and 3. Change directions. Keep your mind active. 2 and 3. Well done. Okay. Much deserved break in water. Okay. All right. So for this next round, we have one element where we will be seated. So keep your chair handy. We're going to start with iron cross. So if you had lighter weights, you'll probably want lighter weights because we're going to be holding our arms up the whole time with palms down out in front and then out to the side. Okay, you can use dumbbells or not. All right, if you have dumbbells, select something lighter. Okay. So it is a squat with arms extended. And as you rise, you pull your arms out to parallel to your ears. Okay, you ready? All right, squat and out. 2, arms out to a T. 3, 4, 5. Try and hold the weight in your lats. 6, 7. Keep your heels down. 8, 9, and 10. Slowly lower them to the ground. Whew. That is hard work. That gets my heart really going. All right, now we're going to have a seat on the chair. Okay, now we're going to sit in boat pose with an overhead press. Okay, so you have your dumbbells. Our overhead press, remember, is really an over chest press. So you'll still be able to see your dumbbells in your line of vision, just up from your forehead out at this direction. It's not going to be here where you can't see them biceps to ears. All right, but boat pose, if you recall, we're reclined back into neutral, but we're holding our recline with our low belly, right? So if we're upright, there's no tension in our low belly. We're seated perfectly. We're just going to roll back to our sacrum. Okay, dumbbells to our chest, heels on the ground, legs in parallel, but our legs are not sinking together. Okay, nice spacing between. Ready? Exhale and down. Breathe into that low belly. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now incline back up to seated. All right, now we'll come to standing and we have tricep kickbacks. Okay, so now we're gonna bend over. All right, so find the balls of your feet, soft bend in the knees, hinge forward. Draw your elbows to your rib cage, arms are bent. Exhale, straighten. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, reverse your hinge, come to standing. All right, now, no dumbbells at all. Okay, we're just using the weight of our arms. We're going to do IYTs. So I want you to keep as much tension out of your neck as possible. We will be in our bent over position, but as I demonstrate from a standing position, our IYTs are I, Y, right? Think village people, T. Okay, as we're bent over, then the muscles in our back are pulling our arms into that IYT position. Okay, always returning to center between each one. All right, using your back. All right, so we're hinging. All right, let those arms dangle from your armpits. Inhale. On the exhale, I, Y, and T. I, Y, T. That's 2. Exhale. Y, T. I, Y, T. Draw that belly button in. Don't round the back. Y, T. 5 more. Y, T. That's 6. I, Y, T. I, Y, and T. Arms are dead weight for the muscles in your shoulders and back. Y, T. Last one. I, Y, and T. Okay, reverse your hinge, come to standing. Yes, if you're feeling it in your low back, that's your cue that you are rounding through the spine, which you do not want to be doing. So if you feel you are, what I recommend is you do that from a seated position, okay? So you can sit and hinge and work through that. All right, back to iron cross. All right, you ready? Light dumbbells, arms extend for your squat, arms out to a T as you rise. Ready, we have 8. Squat and rise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, have a seat, boat pose. Over chest press. All right, legs in parallel, heels on the ground, toes lifted. Roll back onto your sacrum, dumbbells to the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Okay, bring the dumbbells to your side, rise up. All right, hinging forward, elbows to rib cage, arms are bent. Tricep kickback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, now those IYTs. Okay, so dumbbells down. I will demo from a seated position. I'll give you kind of an angle. All right, so I'm seated and I'm going to hinge. I'm obviously not going to get my torso completely parallel to the ground because my legs might be in the way. but I'm gonna maintain a neutral spine, okay? So I'm hinging, maintaining a nice neutral. Arms are dangling from my armpit still. Head is neutral. Don't crane to look up. Don't let your head hang heavy, okay? Make it neutral. Exhale, I, Y, T, I, Y, T, 3, 4, T, 5, Y, T, 6. Now this is an exercise targeting your back. And 8. Good. So you want to be thinking about activating through your back to do that move. Okay, now we're down to 6s. All right, back to the iron cross. Ready? Use that breath to get you going. Squat, extend. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lower with control. Find your chair. On your sit bones, dumbbells to the chest, recline back onto your sacrum, heels down, toes up. Exhale, press. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Pull yourself back up to a seated position, heels on the ground. Press through your heels to come to standing. Elbows to your rib cage, hinge. Tricep kickbacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, there you go. Okay, dumbbells down. IYTs for the last round, either seated or standing. It's up to you. I'm going to demonstrate standing. If you feel it in your low back, remember you are seated and hinging forward. Ready? If you're standing, soft bend in the knees, feet comfortably distanced, and hinge. Both universes, arms dangling down. Okay, draw your lats, draw your shoulder blades towards your armpits a little. There you go, good adjustment. Exhale, I, Y, T, 2, Y, and T. Straight up, out to the ears, and out from the armpits. Up, ears, armpits. 5, ears, armpits, and 6, ears, and armpits. Good. Reverse that hinge, come to standing, get some water. All right, nice job. Okay, the next round, we're coming back to our split stance hinges. Okay, this is a lot of hinge work, yes. You can opt to use dumbbells or no dumbbells. We worked on this last time, our hinges, and we had a lot. Now, I know it is a lot, but that's how important your hamstrings are to your overall body mechanics and health. Okay, so we're standing. I have some dumbbells in my hands and a suitcase carry. Okay, but you can choose to go without. All right, I'm getting into my split stance. So my left leg is forward with my knee slightly bent. My right leg is back and it's straight. I can feel my glute firing already. My right heel is off the ground. All right, I'm gonna keep that tension in my rear delts and in my lats as I hinge forward from the hamstring and push through my heels to come back up. 2, lengthen through the hamstring and contract. 4, focus, focus, focus on the heel and that left hamstring if that left leg is forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. All right, switch legs. Right leg forward, slightly bent, right heel back or left heel back, left foot back, leg straight, glute active, heel off the ground, neutral spine, melt from that hamstring. 1, 2, focus on your heel activation. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, bring your feet together. Nice job. Now we're going to do some reverse flies. Okay, so we'll be bent over again with rounded arms. Hinge. All right, neutral spine, round those arms. Exhale, elbows pulling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hinge. There we go. Okay, soften those knees. Now we have squat punches. Okay, so that means we're going to sit in our heels, bend our knees, neutral spine. A little bit of tension in our quads and our hamstrings as we're sunk a little bit low. All right, but we're not hunching. We've just bent our knees a little bit, weight back in our butt. Right now, we're going to go ahead and punch with palms down. Okay, you ready? Steady. Go. Punch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Back to our split stance hinges. Left leg forward. Right heel back, leg straight, heel off the ground. And let's hinge for 8. Ready? Press the heel through the ground. 1. That's your visual. That's your trap door. 2. Your dumb waiter. 3, 4, whatever your visual is. 5, keep your shoulder blades drawn back. 6, not pinched together, just don't let them slide forward. And 8. Okay, switch legs. Right leg forward, slight bend in the knee, left leg back and straight, glute active, heel off the ground. Ready, and hinge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nicely done. Feet together. Let's hinge. Neutral stance. Hinge. Reverse fly. Round those arms. Elbows drawing toward the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use those lats. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse that hinge. Okay, now squat punches. Okay, now we're gonna do some uppercuts. Okay, so uppercuts are gonna target the lower pecs, the rib cage, so your serratus and intercostals, those outies and innies of the rib cage, as well as the biceps. Okay, so same setup from the ground up. Soft bend in the knees, weights in your fanny. We're not on our tiptoes, we're in our heels. All right, but we can round our arms and look down at our palms. There they are. Uppercut, uppercut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Okay, our last round of hinges. Left leg forward, right leg back, heel off the ground. Leg is straight. I want that glute engaged back there. I don't want it sinking. I don't want your pelvis like dropping to the ground. Okay, ready. Shoulders back, shoulder blades in place. Inhale, sink. Exhale, push through your heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, squeeze to the armpits, and 6. Okay, let's switch our stance. Right leg forward and bent, left leg back, straight. Glutes firing, heel off the ground. Hinge. 1. Fire through that heel. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 6. I wobbled. Everyone wobbles on their balance. All right, neutral stance. Hinging forward, reverse flies. Rounded arms, ready. Exhale, elbows. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Reverse that hinge, come to standing. Okay, this last round of squat punches, yes, we're combo moving. We'll punch, punch, uppercut, uppercut. Okay, you got it? So it will be palms down for 2, palms up, and an uppercut for 2. And that will be 1 repetition. So relax through the neck and shoulders. All right, look at your stance. Weights in your heels, knees are softly bent, butt is down a little bit, but neutral spine from the hips up. Okay, grab those dumbbells, elbows to ribs, ready. Cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good, nicely done. Okay, get a drink. We're on to our last round here, and then we'll make our way down to the ground. Okay. What we have coming is dumbbell skier arms. So all those warm-ups and strengthening we did in the hamstrings are gonna come into play with our skier arms. Squat to lateral leg raise, yay. We'll just do 5 on each side. Then we'll do more of that scoop fly. So it's the same movement that we do with our uppercut, but we're gonna do it 2 together and throw in a nice isometric hold where you're squeezing through your intercostals and your serratus and the rib cage, getting that lower pecs area. And then we're gonna open it up with airplane arms, so letting your chest go. Okay, all right, so reach for your dumbbells for dumbbell skier arms. All right, suitcase carry, neutral stance, slightly wider than you might think. Okay, I don't want your knees collapsing, feet too close together. Okay, all right. So as you extend your fanny back, as you hinge, your arms are gonna go. And as you snap through the hamstrings, your arms are gonna swing up. Okay, you ready? All right, swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And looks just like a skier. And 10. Good, okay. Let's set those dumbbells down. Let's go right into our squat to lateral leg raise. I like to fold my hands toward the center as I do this. All right, so balance, core, ready. Squat, lateral leg raise. 2. And I like to stay with the same leg because then I can work on getting tired on one side. And 5. If you feel yourself losing your balance, use your chair. Switch sides. 2. That's oblique and glute. 3. 4, and 5. All right, so back to our chair, scoop fly. So reach for your lighter dumbbells. Remember, we always work with lighter weights when we're learning a new movement, mastering form and activation. All right, so we start in our neutral, sits bones and spine, recline back, then show your palms to the ceiling, arms around it. Exhale as you squeeze through the rib cage and through your lower chest to bring the heel of the dumbbells together. 2, 3, your palms keep facing the ceiling. 4, there you go. 5, 6, 7, 8, zip the ribs, squeeze. 9, and 10. Good, lower the dumbbells with control, set them down on the ground on either side. Stay hinged forward. And now we're gonna exhale as we float the arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, okay, reaching for those dumbbells you want for your skier arms again. Round 2. Ready? Okay. All right, hinge and swing. 1, use that low belly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, dumbbells down. All right, squat to lateral leg raise. Ready, squat, shift that body weight over. 1, 2, exhale as the leg goes up, contract through the core. 4, switch legs, squat. 2, keep that spine nice and neutral. And 4, good, okay, scoop fly and airplane arms. All right, reach for the dumbbells, find your neutral, find your sit bones, then recline back, spine stays neutral. All right, dumbbells out, palms down, arms rounded, or palms up, arms rounded. 1, 2, 3, squeeze to the serratus, squeeze that rib cage. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hinge forward, set the dumbbells down. Stay in your hinge, melting forward, neutral spine, arms dangling, airplane arms. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent job. Last round of 6s. All right, dumbbells. All right, ready, get set in your feet. All right, let's swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, nicely done. Dumbbells down, squat to lateral leg raise. All right, find your position. Squat, lateral leg raise, squat. And 3. Switch legs, squat, lateral leg raise. Feel that activation in that glute and hamstring, or glute and oblique. And 3. Good, last round of scoop flies. Dumbbells seated in your chair. Neutral spine, sitting nice and tall. All right, find your sit bones, recline back. Arms out by your sides, bent arms, palms to the ceiling, and scoop. 2. Exhale, 3 as you scoop. 4, 5, and 6. Good. Hinge forward, dumbbells down, airplane arms. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Okay. Back up, get some water, and then we'll make our way down to the ground. Okay, so I'm going to take a moment and move the dumbbells out of my way. Okay, then I'm going to position the chair. As you know, I like to review this all the time, how we get down to the ground safely, planting the hands on the chair, dropping that inside knee. So I'm in a good half kneel, and then bring that other knee down. Good. All right, and then slowly lower myself down, planting one hand under my armpit. Good, and then I can work my way to my elbow and onto the ground with my shoulder blades, my shoulders, and my hips. Feet are on the ground, knees to the ceiling, legs held in parallel with at least a fist wide distance between your knees. All right, palms are at my hips, palms down. Relax into your imprint. Inhale in through the chest, nice and slow and long. And exhale as your low belly flattens like an air mattress being sucked of air. Good. Exhaling deeply into the low belly. We want that guy to get nice and warm. So as you inhale, making sure your low belly doesn't expand. As you exhale, the low belly is sinking even more towards your spine and clenching, coming to a tightness towards your spine to support it. Not pressing your low back into the mat, but supporting your spine in its neutral position. Good. Now keeping your left leg up, extend that right leg onto the mat, palms down, let them be active into the mat. Okay, feel your chest open up just a little bit and soften. No back arching. Okay, stay in your neutral, but just allow your palms to get heavy and feel your lats have a little bit more energy. And on the exhale, we're going to pull that right leg up over the hip. Okay, it's up over my hip. I'm in my neutral. And then as I lower it back down to the ground, I'm sinking into my low belly, but I'm imagining that my right oblique has a rope tied to it and to my leg, and it's raising my right leg, and exhale, lowering my right leg. So working through that setup, just a reminder, pelvic floor is lifting, meeting your transverse, which is dropping and wrapping around your spine. And rib cage is zipping closed so they don't flare up. And that is your body setup. It should take us just a second to get into it fully. Good. With this last repetition, lower, lower, lower that leg. Good. Then draw it so the heel's on the ground for the right leg and extend the left leg. Okay. Your exhale's driving your body setup. Pelvic floor, transverse rib cage. All right. Inhale through the nose into the chest. Exhale into your setup and use that left oblique. Drag the leg up over the hip. And then exhale, use that rope and slowly lower it to the ground. You should have no energy in your foot. use an exhale for both raising it, the leg and lowering it. Good. Okay. Hopefully you're starting to feel some warmth, some energy building up in that low belly. All right. Now let's bring our hands to our ears. Okay. Your palms should be framing your ears. You don't really need to lace your fingers around the base of your head unless you choose to. Okay. I typically just have my palms at my ears. Okay. Now, before you float your head up off the ground, feel where your shoulder blades are into the mat. Okay. Inhale. And as you exhale, float the head up just an inch off the ground and reset the weight of your head in your hands. Okay, let your head be heavy, not for your hands, but let that energy, that weight go into your chest and your lats. Now take your legs and bring the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to open into butterfly. All right, inhale through your nose into your chest and exhale into your body setup. Now I want you to think about energy into your lats, and on your next exhale, we're going to begin rounding. So drawing our head, shoulders, rounding up off our shoulder blades, and then slowly lowering back down to our head float. Inhale, exhale, thoracic curve, rounding, keeping do not strain from the neck. And back down. We're working on a lot of things here, one of which is the discipline. We don't want our belly to poof out. We're rounding up into flexion, into a thoracic curve. And, and we want our low belly to still be wrapping and sinking, creating a shallow bowl as we round up off and back down. Good, one more. Excellent job. Okay, lower your hands back to your hips. Bring your knees back together. Good. Okay, we'll do one more. Ish. Okay. Actually, we'll do a nice little warm up here about breathing, right? Again. Okay, so a nice warm up for our breath work and for our lats and obliques is our knee sways when we allow our legs to just fall over to the side. And as my my knees are falling over to the ground on the right side of my body, which we sometimes do as a stretch, I'm allowing the left side of my hip to lift up off the ground. And from this altered position, I want to practice my body setup. So I'm inhaling into my chest and I'm exhaling into my pelvic floor transverse rib cage activation sequence. Take it again if you need to. And then to pull our pelvis back down to the ground, we're going to use our left side, our lats and our oblique on our left side. But first we inhale through the chest. We exhale into our setup, and then the left lat and oblique drags to pull the hip back down to the ground. Let's take it a couple more times on that side. Legs fall to the right. Inhale into the chest, exhale into your body setup. Take that again, legs are dead. Inhale into the chest. And now body set up and left lat and oblique drag the legs back up into neutral, our pelvis back to the mat. All right, let's go to the left. All right, inhale here. Exhale into your body setup. Inhale again. And exhale into that right side as well, dragging the pelvis back down. All right, let it sink again. And right side dragging the pelvis back. All right, good activation in our obliques. Now, let's go ahead and bring our palms to our ears again. Let's drag our right and left leg up into chair so our knees are above our hips and our legs are bent out at a right angle with dead feet. On the exhale, we're going to float our head just an inch off the ground. Good. And now on our next exhale, our right leg is going to extend and lengthen out through a male slot and return. Left leg and return. Now, as we go back to the right leg, imagine that your oblique is controlling that activation as it goes out, sinking into your body setup, and right oblique drags the knee back into chair. Left leg, left oblique returns it to chair. Good. Okay. Now, one more time on each side. Exhale, extend. Right leg, right oblique, and return. Left leg, left oblique, sinking into your transverse and rib cage, and return. Okay, lower those legs with control. Excellent work. Tee your arms out to the side, soften through the chest. Now let your legs fall to the left, all the way down if you're able, releasing through your inner thighs. Now shift your right knee above your left or shift your left knee down and away. Take that left hand and gently press down on the right leg, allowing that deeper rotation in the low back as your hip moves forward just a little. Breathe into your body setup, releasing through your low back and your glute. Good. Now left hand releases. Allow the heels of your feet to find, or the soles of your feet to find the floor and the knees to find the ceiling again. And you're nice and square. And then we'll allow the legs to fall to the right and release as much as you can. All right, shift that left knee so it's a little bit higher than the right, either by lifting it or sending the right knee down. Then take the left hand, pressing down gently on the outside of that left knee. Exhaling into your low belly, releasing your low back and your glute. A little bit more rotation. Good. Now release, take that right hand off the left knee. Draw the soles of your feet back to the ground, knees back to the ceiling, hips are down. Take one last inhale into the chest. And exhale out the low belly. Good. Now we roll over onto our side. Use that top hand to press your torso up off the ground. All right. And thank you for joining me for class today, everybody. Wonderful job. We'll see you soon. Have a great